Hello everyone, welcome back to another banner reaction. I'm DTM as always. A little bit late because I had an engagement to be at, but apparently we have a double legendary mythic emblem banner right now. And yeah, I mean, January is generally the time when we have a double mythic, same with June. So I'm curious to see what it would be. I heard that there are folks saying that it would be like Chosen Fjorm, maybe even Chosen Lake Yarn, which I personally don't think Chosen Lake Yarn is going to be a thing, but it would be Oblivion's worst nightmare, so maybe it will be funny. But yeah, I guess there's nothing else to do but to get on our way. As always, if you like the content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit about all that jazz to help support channel. Only takes 5 seconds to subscribe, but truly does help the channel out, and I really do appreciate all the constant support. And yeah, let us begin. That is Fate's music. Oh, it's Elise. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting Elise in the slightest.
Oh, yay! That's amazing.
I guess we really are running out of legendary candidates, so yeah, I guess now it's about time to have the Face Royals show up. Oh, we got Effie there. That's nice. Budding Staff. There's a freestyle. What's a freestyle? Ooh, Windfire Charm. Okay, more healer skills. You'd love to see it. And then Budding Flower. Undefended. Wait, you have to initiate combat, though. Okay, maybe that's not as good as I thought it would be. Yeah, having to attack to get the Undefended is not that great, because ideally you have Undefended immediately so that you can attack the unit you want and not the save, right? But I guess we will see how this, how the full kit works. Elise was actually so good in my Conquest playthrough, so I'm actually really happy she got Legendary ult. She was the GOAT and the perfect pairing for Owain, although I'm pretty sure everyone did that just to get a cracked Ophelia. Okay, what's this style? User can attack foes within 6 spaces of units and 3 rows through columns. I don't understand. Okay.
Show me how?
Oh, okay, so it's like the Lin style. I see. I don't know why she's doing 0 damage. Foe's Miracle is null with her triple attack. Oh, I see. Okay, so it makes your okay, I see. So it's basically like a staff, like a debuff staff in Conquest. Okay, that's actually really cool. I like that. Oh my gosh. That's such a cool mechanic. So that's how you apply the style. I see. Okay, now it all makes sense. That's actually really cool. Emblem hero, Byleth. Man, Lucina once again getting shafted. Man, we haven't had a Lucina ult in literally like 1 year and 2 months at least. Okay, that was some dancing shenanigans, I see. Let's see, Exposure Sabotage, Potent, okay. Goddess Dance. Okay, I see. So it's like a dancer. So I'm assuming they're going to implement his dancing thing from Engage into here. Okay, Emblem effect. Yeah, specials when units do not grants another action to target ally and re-enables can. Okay, yeah. Yeah, basically he's a dancer, and his ring also allows other units to be dancers too. That's going to be very interesting.
What's next?
Okay, yeah, and then Dimitri's going to attack because he has to show off that he got dance or something, I guess. All right, is that it? Okay, yeah, we know how this works. It's a rally or movement assist skill. Wait, does Ice Lock count for that?
I'm having a blast.
I guess it does, since they are showing it off. That's actually going to be such a good skill for healers. Like, oh my gosh, that is insane for healers.
Look at all this snow.
I mean, it's going to be insane for a lot of people, but
Present for
if
you.
Ice Log works for that, that's just like really good. Nice. Okay, cool. Oh, Byleth is blue. Oh my gosh, this is such a good share. Because if I am correct, he's sharing with Alphador and Heimdallr, right? Yeah, there's Heimdallr. There's, oh my gosh. Blue is actually such an insane share. It is so good. It's actually ridiculously good. Oh my gosh. That's a crazy share. Wow. I thought he was going to be red because, yeah, Byleth would be red, but no, he's blue. And so, yeah. Wow. If you like care about competitive at all, you have to summon blue. Unless you already have Heimdallr or Alphador. If you already have Heimdallr and Alphador, you don't necessarily need to summon. Although, maybe Byleth has some secret sauce. I mean, he's an emblem, so most likely you will like go into this
legendary hero.
anyways, right?
Me?
So,
Oh, yay!
yeah.
That's amazing.
All right,
Right?
let's go ahead and take a look at
Sure
Elise's
thing.
skills. Starting with Budding Staff. So we calculate damage from staff like other ones. So we have Wrathful Staff, we have Slaying. For foes within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit, inflicts all stats -5. Okay, so we have like a Rain Daunt effect. Reduces the percentage of foes non-special, reduces damage by X%, skills by 50%. Okay, so just like also like a Daunt, or not Daunt, like a Rain DR Halving. Neutralizes foes, non-specials, and we have Anti-Miracle as well, as long as it's not the special. And that's just like in like Crux range, essentially, right? So that's already really good support. Having the Anti-Miracle is really, really good. And of course, DR Halving is really good. We grant all stats plus 10 to unit. Unit deals plus 25 damage and reduces damage from foes attack by 15 during combat. And then we have the freestyle. And yeah, we'll need to take a look at that later. But already, she's having some pretty good support with the Anti-Miracle. It's nothing I would say like too amazing right now. But I'm sure with the style and with her perf C, it will like be amazing. She has Ice Lock here. She has a new special, Windfire Charm. If an assist skill is used, unit special cooldown count does not go down. Okay, that's just making sure. It's treated like any other offensive specials. When special triggers, boost damage by 70% of the greater of units or foes attack. Not the greatest stat to boost damage from, but it's fine. Reduces damage from foes' first attack by 40% during combat, and that includes Braves. And then at the start of player phase or enemy phase, grant attack liberate and speed liberate, to units and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Okay, so this is a pretty nice healer's skill. Having the buffing with the liberate with attack and speed is really, really nice. I will be real, a lot of healers are not going to be entering combat. So like having the attack liberate and speed liberate supports in the special is going to be really, really nice. And I assume we'll have like water fire with like res and attack liberate eventually. So this line of skills will be really nice for supportive healers. And of course, obviously, the damage reduction is also really nice. Although again, for healers, most likely you're not going to go into combat. But you know, it can help in a pinch, I guess. And then we have attack speed Aria, speed rush shackle, and then budding flower. What does this do? Enables Canto distance maximum of 3, minimum of 1. If unit initiates combat after combat, inflicts undefended and discord on targets and foes within 2 spaces of target through their next action, and applies Divine Vein Haze on target space and on each space within 2 spaces of target spaces for 1 turn. Okay, combined with like the freestyle we saw in the in like that little video, this is already really, really good support, because what you can do is you can do the freestyle to attack someone, and assumedly just take 0 damage from that. And yeah, you'll do 0 damage on the foe, but what this does is that it will apply the Undefended and Discord to basically the enemy's entire team. If you're thinking about something like Summer's Duels, most of the teams are like balled together. And so you're most likely able to just like inflict this Undefended on the entire team, which basically neutralizes the effectiveness of saves, right? And so by doing this, you can basically just attack with Elise here, and then have another unit go in and attack whoever they want without needing to worry about the save. Now, the one downside to this is, unlike, say, Fallen Dimitri, you do need to use an action in order to apply this Undefended, right? Like, Fallen Dimitri just applies it at the start of turn. And so, say you roll into turn 2, you can immediately go in and attack someone that has Undefended, as opposed to Elise, where you have to spend that action and then wait for the enemy to do their action. And yeah, theoretically, the enemy could like have like Emblem Micaiah just like cleanse all of that, or another cleansing unit like that. And so there's a little bit of like interplay there, but being able to apply Undefended on command whenever you want is also really good because, again, it is immune to start of turn cleansing, and we have a lot of start of turn cleansing units these days. So it's a little bit of a there's like pros and cons to that. I will say we are entering a meta that is a lot more slower than it has been before, mainly due to Heimdallr. So it's not the worst thing in the world that Elise is slower to apply the Undefended compared to, say, Fallen Dimitri. And of course, like, again, being able to have this on command means that you do not have to worry about start of turn cleansing. You just need to make sure that if, say, the enemy has an Emblem Micaiah, they like already use their Emblem Micaiah so that they can't just cleanse it all, essentially. But yeah, already super, super good support, and we haven't even gotten to the second paragraph yet. Grants all stats +5 to unit. Unit deals +7 damage, excluding AoEs. Reduces damage from foes attacked by 7, excluding AoEs. And neutralizes effects that inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit during combat, so no guard. And also, if decreasing the speed difference necessary to make a follow-up attack by 10 would allow unit to trigger a follow-up attack, excluding guaranteed or prevented follow-ups, triggers potent follow 100% during combat. Okay, and then we have the potent there as well. Yeah, she's looking to be like a really good unit. I wouldn't say... before I say that, let me take a look at the style. Freestyle. Unit can attack foes within 6 spaces of unit and 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit, regardless of unit's range. So again, basically Lin range, essentially. Damage dealt by unit's attack and damage from foes' attack during combat are reduced to 0, and foes' savior effects will not trigger. So yeah, that's what we saw, Elise doing 0 damage to Lin. After combat, inflicts gravity, isolation, and status, preventing counterattacks on foe through its next action, and grants another action to unit. Okay, gravity was like whatever. Isolation, though, that is really good, actually, because I was talking about how like you can cleanse the Undefended from Emblem Micaiah, but Emblem Micaiah needs to like do an assist, right? With this isolation, they can't do that anymore. So that actually just like solved the Emblem Micaiah cleansing issue. So I believe there's nothing you can do about it now to get like Undefended and isolated. And like isolation is like an insanely powerful disruptive effect, because obviously a lot of, when you think about like Summer's Duels matches, you rely a lot on assist skills to like maneuver units to the correct place, like swapping, potentially repositioning, stuff like that, to like get units closer or make units retreat. And so having Elise apply this isolation in addition to Undefended is like actually insane support. Wow, okay. Unit cannot move or attack structures. After combat, movement effects do not occur, and remaining movement granted from Kanto is treated as 0. Unit suffers a counterattack if any of the following conditions are met. I mean, that doesn't matter. Like, it's gonna deal 0 damage anyway. So yeah. Wow, Elise is looking really good. Like, being able to like have this range here. Have this range. Oh, wait, where did it go? Sorry. Have this range here. Being able to apply Undefended and Isolation is actually insane. Now, the one downside is that we have been seeing less saviors in the meta, at least when it comes to Summoners duels, because of Heimdallr, basically, right? Like, Heimdallr kind of does saving, but better, especially if you pair her up with Alphador or Chrom, so that you have like the cancel on multiple units instead of just one. And obviously with a save, there is the danger that a nuke can just kill the save. So having Heimdallr is generally more preferred. However, I think Elise also activates the cancel as well. So, like, you can use Elise to pop the cancel. I don't think you'll get the Undefended or Isolation through that. But you can use Elise for popping the cancel. So, funnily enough, Elise is both good into Heimdallr and also a little bit bad into Heimdallr. Because obviously, with Heimdallr, Elise can't apply the Undefended or Isolation. Most of the time, though, like, Heimdallr teams don't have saves, so it's really the isolation you're missing. But yeah, Elise is looking to be really, really good, actually. Wow. I was not expecting that when I first saw the kit. And yeah, she still has her extra action. Does she still get the extra action after Heimdallr cancel? I don't know. One thing she can do, though, is like try to like attack units without the cancel, like go around them because of that 6 range, right? And so yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. All right, Byleth. Taking Lucina's spot, SMH, I'll never forgive you.
My students would take my glowing and floating as an emblem in stride. At least I think they would.
All right.
It'll be all right.
All right. Reposition gate. That obviously pairs well with the effect. And yeah. Let me take a look at Instructor's Opus. We have Slang. If Rally or Movement Assist skill is used by a unit, grants another action to a unit. Okay, so we have like the Young Robin effect. If Rally or Movement Assist skill is used by unit or targets unit, inflict speed res -7, sabotage, and exposure on closest foes to both unit and target ally or unit and targeting ally after movement, and foes within 2 spaces of those foes through their next action. So yeah, if you use a Rally or Movement Assist, you apply the debuffs. We've seen that before. Grants all stats plus 15 to unit. Unit deals plus 25 damage, excluding AoEs. Reduces damage from foes attacked by 15, excluding AoEs. And neutralizes effects that inflict special cooldown. We have no guard. And then if decreasing the speed necessary to make a follow-up attack by 10 would allow unit to trigger a follow-up attack, we trigger potent follow 100% during combat. Okay, so obviously already, this is basically like young female Robin. Right, like we have the action economy, and when you do that, that assist skill, you get the debuffs. Right now, the combat of Byleth, I would say, is pretty standard, right? Like plus 25 true damage is around standard. 15 flat DR is around standard. The potent follow is nice. That is something going for him. I would imagine, though, his sauce is in Goddess Dance. So yeah, let's go ahead and read this. Boost damage by 80% of unit speed when special triggers. Reduces damage from foes attacked by 40% during combat. If a rally or movement assist skill is used by unit, And if target ally has already acted, grants another action to target ally. And if Canto is already triggered, re-enables Canto. Once per turn, this effect is not triggered if target ally has Sing or Dance. Okay, so yeah, basically, if you do the move and assist, you will dance that other unit as long as they're not a dancer. If a rally or movement assist skill is used by unit, if there is only one ally with the highest HP among allies who have already acted in space adjacent to unit after movement, excluding target of rally or movement assist skill and allies with Sing and Dance, grants another action to that ally. And if Canto has already been triggered, re-enables Canto will not trigger again for 2 turns after triggering. Okay, so this is where like the Goddess Dance portion in Engage like is applied in Fae. Although it's not like all the units adjacent to you, it's only one unit adjacent to you, excluding the unit you target, of course, and excluding dancers, of course. So basically, as long as you don't have any one remaining with the same highest HP level, you'll have 2 units getting danced with this Byleth after you use the assist skill. And yeah, equipping this skill counts as equipping a Sing or Dance skill. This, I think, will be really, really good in something like Summoner's Duels and also in Aetheryte's offense. Obviously, in Aetheryte's offense, this will be super, super good for Gale Force. Being able to dance 2 units while still maintaining your action is actually insane. And yeah, Gale Force just continues to get more and more and more stronger, more and more strong skills and support like this, where honestly Aetheryte's offense, Gale Force, is becoming like really, really easy to just get these extra actions. Right? So obviously Byleth will be insane for Aetheryte's offense and also for Summoner's Duels as well. Re-enabling Canto already is absolutely amazing for a dancer. So him being able to dance 2 units and re-enabling Canto for both of them just means that nukes can continue to go in and out, right? And so theoretically, you could just have 2 nukes, have those 2 go in and retreat, dance both of them, and then have both of them go in and retreat again. And so like this obviously allows a lot of flexibility in terms of like which units you want to engage with, and also like kind of hinders the enemy from being able to wait until your nukes expended their actions so they can go in, because obviously Byleth is there to be able to dance and re-enable that Canto. So yeah, Byleth's looking really, really strong. He also has perfect attack speed favor. Favor is insane, obviously, so it's really good that he has that. And has a new C skill, Instruct 4. At start of turn, for allies within 2 spaces of unit, if unit attack speed, defense, or res is greater than or equal to allies stat, -10, excluding effects from Phantom, grants Great Talent +3 to allies corresponding stat. Wait. What? At start of turn for allies within 2 spaces of unit. So as long as like you are within 10 stats of like your allies, individual stats, you can just grant more stats to your allies, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, that's pretty good. That happens at every start of turn. If a rally or movement assist skill is used by unit, if units any stat is greater than or equal to ally stat -10, excluding effects from Phantom, grants Great Talent +3 to target allies corresponding stat. Okay, so after you do your assist skill to dance, you also grant them more Great Talents, assuming they do not outstat you by 10 for any particular individual stat. Grants all stats plus X to unit. X is the maximum value of Great Talent among allies on the map, maximum of 9. Okay. Unit deals +5 damage and reduces damage from foes' first attack by 5 during combat, including Braves. And this skill grants a max. Oh, okay. This skill grants a max of Great Talent +9. I thought it was going to be like infinite, but no. Gosh darn it. It's fine though. It would have been insane if it was infinite, but no. You can only use this like, you can only gain like 3 3 stacks with this. So like +9 to all stats. But still, this is pretty good. And I like how like it integrates like Byleth's skills and engage. So yeah, this is pretty nice. And obviously pairs well with Byleth's dance shenanigans. Okay, now we have the emblem effect. I assume it's just the assist dance and not like the other extra dance that Byleth has. When special triggers boost damage by units max, special cooldown count value ×4, excluding AoEs. When unit is not equipped with a character-specific assist skill. Okay, so no perfs skills, assists. If a rally or movement assist skill is used by unit and if target ally has already acted, grants another action to target ally, and if Kanto has already been triggered, re-enables Kanto. Does not trigger if ally has sing or dance. Equipping the skill counts as equipping a sing or dance skill. Why do you gotta restrict it from being able to be used with character-specific assist skills? Once again, I can't use this with future vision? Are you serious? Why can't I use this with future vision? Oh my gosh. IS once again shafting Lucina. This has got to stop. We need to rally IS to like treat Lucina with justice. She deserves so much better. But yeah, basically you can just use this to turn anyone into a dancer and anyone into like an amazing dancer. Because again, this dance re-enables the Kanto, which is really, really good in something like Summer Duels. And so, yeah, make any unit be a dancer that also re-enables Kanto and you're golden, I guess. So yeah, obviously Byleth is going to be a really, really amazing dancer. Being able to dance 2 units is insane. Being able to re-enable the Kanto for both of those units is really good. And obviously this emblem, turning any unit into a dancer that also re-enables Kanto is going to be really, really good. And so, yeah, this is definitely, if you care about like competitive, this is definitely something you should be considering to pick up. Obviously, I don't think you necessarily need any of these 2 units to like do well in competitive modes. This isn't, say, Legendary Sakura, I would imagine. Or even like a New Year's Balder. Maybe this is like a New Year's Balder, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But this is not necessarily strictly a must-have, but this is a great to have, right? And again, if you are into Summer's Duels, I do recommend at least getting the ring, because generally it's a good idea to get emblem rings. They are generally the best investment in terms of like upgrading your barracks. Especially since you could just pass around the ring. You don't even need to use Byleth if you don't want to, but yeah. Yeah, both of these units are looking really, really strong. Wow. This is like actually a banger set. And let's see what we have in colorless. We have Elise. I assume that's Entwined Ash. Entwined Ash is actually like slipped through the radar, but she's actually really good too. Not as good as, say, Sakura, though, obviously. Sakura Elise having a share. Oh, that's actually really nice. I like that. Obviously, the high points for colorless will be Sakura and Elise. What do we have in blue? Right, blue we have Byleth, Heimdallr, Alphador. Absolutely insane share. If you don't have Heimdallr or you don't have Alphador, go summon blue. Like, this is actually an insane share if you don't have any of these units, because both Heimdallr and Alphador are very, very meta units, not just in like Ether Raids, but also in Summer's Duels. So yeah, being able to summon for both of them in addition to Emblem Byleth is just like a no-brainer. There is no better share Byleth will be in other than this. So yeah. Red, we have Alencia, Ryoma, and Corrin. That's a decent share. Like, Ryoma is still good, although he is starting to fall off. Alencia is all right, I guess. Corrin is really good just for the ring, if I'm going to be completely honest, but that ring is absolutely insane. I think it's honestly the best ring right now, even considering Emblem Byleth. Like, just applying the ice and the grass is insanely disruptive and strong. And then for green, we have Brave Ike, Valley, and Vanitas. Valley and Ike is really good. Vanitas is all right, so yeah. I would say red and green are just red and green. Like 2 out of 3 are pretty good, while the third one is just okay. Meanwhile, in colorless and blue, I think across the board, they're very, very strong. So this is actually an insanely strong banner. But yeah, will be interesting to see how Elise and Byleth does in the meta. I personally will be summoning because I genuinely summon for all the emblem rings, so I'll definitely be going for Byleth. And obviously, it would be nice getting Heimdall and Alphador too, because I don't have that. So yeah, I'll definitely be summoning on this banner. Let me know in the comments whether or not you're going to be summoning. And yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on this banner. What about Byleth or Elise, and if you're going to be summoning or not. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that jazz to support the channel. Only takes 5 seconds to subscribe, but it truly does help the channel a lot, and I really do appreciate all the constant support. And yeah, hope you all have an amazing rest of the night, and see you all next time. Bye, everyone.